I found the bank statement in the garage, crumpled inside an old toolbox, smeared with grease. My daughter's name was printed at the top, her savings account, grown slowly since her first birthday. It was empty, zeroed out, gone. I stared at it for hours, like peering into fog, hoping the truth would sharpen if I looked harder. It was a Sunday, the house still warm with the smell of fresh coffee. I'd just spread jam on Sophie's toast, tracing a clumsy star. Then she went quiet. "It's fine, Dad," she said, voice calm as glass. "I took care of it." She didn't waver, just ate like the floor hadn't split open. That night, my wife didn't come home. 4 days later, her call came, frantic, jagged, like a voice scraped raw. "What did you do? Where's it gone?" she shrieked through the line. I didn't answer, just watched Sophie, curled on the rug, her books ignored, her eyes too sharp for 14. She gave a small nod, not a comfort, but like a door had just swung open. Betrayal doesn't come loud or obvious. It's the woman you shared quiet mornings with, her hand warm in yours. It's the scent of her lotion on the couch cushions. It doesn't yell. It murmurs and then slips away. Her name was Clara, my wife for 16 years. We'd built our life deliberately, like laying bricks for a shelter, ready for any storm. I never imagined she'd be the one to tear it down. She drained Sophie's account, $194,000, then fled with a man I'd never known about. He'd been in her orbit longer than I could bear to think. They escaped to Costa Rica. I found a faded photo on her brother's ex-post, his fingers on her shoulder, her wine glass raised. Caption, "New life." People asked if I saw it coming, as if betrayal sends a signal. No. That morning she was packing Sophie's lunch, kissed my temple, reminded me about the school play, and left. I tried the police, but it wasn't theft. Her name was on the account, joint custodial, set up when Sophie was born for what IFS. Apparently, her affair was won. That money was Sophie's future, her degree, her first apartment, her freedom. Clara made it her getaway. The pain seared, but the silent shock gutted me. How do you tell your daughter the mother who braided her hair sold her dreams for a man who'd never know her favorite book? I didn't break in front of Sophie, not ever. But alone, in the basement, I wept into her old stuffed bear. Then came the calls, her parents, my cousin, friends chasing rumors. I had no story to feed them, just quiet, just ache. We left the house a week later. Sophie said the air felt wrong, like it carried her mother's shadow. "It smells like her," she whispered. We found a rental 2 hours east, a small house by Cedar Lake. Still nights, water that didn't judge. I got work stacking crates at a lumber yard. Early mornings, rough palms, no one caring about my past. I fixed things in the house. Squeaky hinges, cracked tiles, loose knobs. There's something pure in tools and effort. How sweat redeems. Sophie studied online, spent afternoons painting by the lake. Her canvases were bold, eagles, shattered locks, girls with knives. I didn't pry. She didn't share. But her smiles grew softer. I started sleeping again. One winter night, wrapped in coats on the deck, I asked what she meant when she said she took care of it. She didn't look up, just cradled her cider. "I found her password notebook," she said, "hidden in the attic, behind the Christmas lights." She'd seen Clara's tablet open last fall, watched her funnel the money to an offshore account. Sophie moved it back. My breath stopped. She wasn't smug, wasn't vengeful, just steady. A 14-year-old with a lion's heart. She didn't just save her future, she kept mine from shattering. "She called me," she murmured. Screamed, begged, said I broke her plans. I asked what she said back. Sophie smiled. I told her she made her choice. I made mine. I'd always tried to be her armor, but she became my foundation. The town didn't ask why a guy with desk job hands hauled timber or why a girl with guarded eyes skipped class. They left us alone. In that space, we rebuilt. That spring, we planted wildflowers, built a bench. We laughed, Not the old, easy kind, but true, forged in fire. I think of Clara sometimes, not with love, that's gone, but with a strange awe at how someone you gave everything to could burn it all down. This isn't her story. It's Sophie's and mine. A story of what rises after ruin. Of a girl who didn't let betrayal shape her. Of a father who broke but stood because a kid half his age knew he could. There's no clean ending, no perfect justice. Just this. Sometimes survival isn't a crown. Sometimes it's a teenager facing a hurricane and saying, "Not today." And sometimes that's enough.